Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm so excited that you decided to stop by and see what this video is about. Today I'll be showing you guys how I did my passion twists. You might have seen them on Instagram, but this is basically a 4C hair type friendly passion twist tutorial. As you guys know, the passion twist material is quite silky, and I know a lot of naturalistas might think that they can't use this material or this fiber to create a protective style, but today I'm going to show you guys how to do it. I got you, girl. Before we even begin with the installation process, guys, it's very important to rinse your material. Whether it's synthetic or virgin, make sure that you actually run your hair through a vinegar bath so that you can lift or remove any of the toxins that might irritate your scalp. I will be using 1.5 cups of the white spirit vinegar in lukewarm water, and I'll be leaving the water in for 2 hours. I actually saw this on the Chic Naturals channel, and I think it's absolutely brilliant considering all the acids that the hair goes through before it reaches us. We want to always maintain a clean and healthy scalp, so it's best to wash the hair, even if it's synthetic, to make sure that you've gotten rid of all of the toxins that could harm your scalp. So as you can see, before I leave the hair to soak for the next 2 hours, I am shaking it a little bit vigorously to remove the coating that it received through the processing process. We need to be a little bit intentional with the removal of the coating. So this is why I don't just let it soak in the water, but I actually add vinegar, and I also shake it so that the coating can come off. Okay guys, so I've basically just rinsed the hair now. I've laid it on a t-shirt to prevent frizzing, and I'm going to wait for the hair to dry. This is all of it rinsed, and I'm just going to wait for it to dry before I start braiding it. It has managed to retain its shape. However, I have noticed that there are some white pieces as the hair's drying, so I don't know honestly what that's about. That's very interesting, but yeah. For today's installation, I am using 3 packets of the Afro Passion Twist material. Each packet comes with 2 bundles, and I was essentially left with only 1 bundle when I was done with the installation. So if your hair is as thick and as full as mine, you probably want to get 3 packs, but also I just think that 3 packs is just safe. You know, in case one falls or whatever, you've actually got backup. So I would recommend that you buy 3. If you're new to the channel, by the way, hey, my name is Kaizen. Tshego. Be sure to follow me on Instagram, and also while you're here, why not click that big red subscribe button and form part of our small growing family in 2021. Hey! I'm starting the process on some freshly washed and deep conditioned hair. Guys, if you are doing a long-term protective style like I recommend, if you are looking to grow your hair, it is very strongly advisable that you treat your hair before you put it in a protective style. So before I sat down to start braiding my hair, I made sure that I have co-washed it, and I've also moisturized it. If I'm being quite honest, the most challenging or the most difficult thing about this whole process was opening the lines and making sure that the lines are straight and they are the right thickness in order to accommodate the material. Other than that, this material is very easy to attach or to plant onto the hair, so you don't have to worry about that. But then again, also, if you don't really mind not having straight blocks then, and you're easy about it, then it will be a breeze. I'm just very pedantic, and I spent the longest of times trying to make my line straight, but yeah, we finally got there. So my strategy going in was I wanted to complete this hairstyle with my sanity. Therefore, I decided to pre-section out my hair, and I used elastic bands to basically tie the hair or tie the sections that I had opened. This was such a great help because it provided stretch for the hair, but it also served as a mental mark so that I knew how far I was up on my head. Okay guys, so the secret to make sure that your 4C hair stays neat and tidy, doesn't frizz up, doesn't poke out of the material, is to braid it. I know it's a lot of work, but trust me sis, this is the only way to make sure that your hair is protected, but also to make sure that your hair looks bomb for a long period of time. It is a lot of work, I know, but it's completely worth it, trust me. So here's how you begin to plant. You're going to unravel one of the bundles, and when you unravel it, you will see that the sections or the pieces of the hair have already been pre-done for you. So you just grab one, and then you're going to split it down the middle so that you can separate the one strand and make it look like two strands. You wrap them around one of the braids that you have braided of your hair, and you twist to lock at the top, and you literally start braiding. Practice makes perfect if you've never planted braids before, but it's so simple, guys. You attach it around your hair strand, you twist at the tip, you pull your braid to make sure that it gets tight, and then you just start braiding. As simple as that, and you just repeat. So what I've actually found makes the braid look really nice and neat is when you're starting and you're planting, make sure that your braid is tight and as close to your scalp as possible. I know that we have 4C hair, and if it isn't blow dried, it's not going to be flat like it would be if it was blow dried or if you had relaxed hair. We don't really mind that, right? We want the natural look, so that's okay. What I'm referring to is when you are braiding from the knot, make it tight, but as you go down the hair shaft or as you go down the shaft of the braid, make it a bit looser, and that will make the hair look much more natural. In order to conceal my natural hair end, I will then take that strand and wrap it around one of the strands, and then I will wrap those strands around each other. You don't have to worry with how tightly or loosely you're twisting it, but what I have found is that the tighter you twist it, the nicer it looks, because at the end of the day, it is going to puff up. So you want to make sure that you've twisted it securely so that it doesn't unravel, but you don't want to make it too tight that you actually change the curl pattern. So find a happy medium. Okay, so we're going to run through the planting once again. So as I mentioned, you split the strand into two. You secure it around your natural braid that you've braided, as you can see. Pull it up as high as you can and make sure that it's tight at the tip. You lock the strand in place and then you start braiding. And when I say you lock it, what I mean is you twist it around the braid that you've created so that it doesn't move, and then you start braiding from there. And then once you get low enough on the hair shaft and you feel like you've braided sufficiently and just the tip of your natural braid is left, you will then twist that around one of the strands. Make sure that the end of the hair is locked securely around the one strand, and then you begin to twist the strands around each other. I actually like to run my hand down the whole hair strand once I'm done with it, because in my mind it just locks the strand in, and that's how you can tell whether or not you've twisted it sufficiently and correctly. So I feel like you get the gist of the planting and the twisting. If you don't, just go back to the first time, have a look, slow-mo it, pauses, try. As I mentioned, it's all about like practice. Once you get the hang of it, your fingers will just do all of the work. So now that I'm done with all of the hair, I'm just going to apply some mousse to secure all of the ends. Make sure that the frizzy parts or the dry ends of the hair mesh in with the material, and then I'll show you guys how to style your brand new passion twist in 4 beautiful ways. And that's it for today, guys. I hope that you enjoyed the video. I love you guys so much. Please don't forget to subscribe if you haven't done so already. Click the like button if you enjoyed the video, and until the next video, ciao for now.